I'm going to show you a quick and easy way to add screenshots to your documents right within Word. This feature allows you to take a snapshot of whatever you currently have open on your screen, like a website or application. Navigate to the Insert tab, then click Screenshot. Here you'll see the windows available. Just click to select the window you'd like to capture. An image of the entire window will be inserted into your document. If you'd like to take a more precise screenshot without capturing the entire window, you can use screen clipping. From the Insert tab, click Screenshot, then select Screen Clipping. From here, you can click and drag to select the exact portion of the window you'd like to capture. Now you can add screenshots to your documents in no time at all.
And in this video, I'm going to show you how to use Zoom tool to create this great animation of your map. Okay, let's get started. As you can see, I have a map of Europe and all those countries are ungrouped. In the next 3 following slides, I have some countries that I would like to focus on, and on each of them I have additional icons with applied motion path animation. So then they will fly into this slide after every country will be presented. Let's go back to the first slide. We have to delete the countries that are already on the following slides. So let's select them and delete. Now it's time to create those Zoom links. There are actually 2 ways to do that. First is go to the Insert tab and then in the Links group, click on the Zoom button, then select Slide Zoom. Then you would have to check slides that you would want to use. But the other way is much faster. Let me show you that. So all you have to do is just click and drag the thumbnail of the slide from the pane into the main slide. The very small version of it will be made. And actually, it's a linked preview of the real slide. So if you change anything on the original slide, you will see it in that picture. So let's repeat that with the 2 other slides. Remember to first select the very top slide and then click and drag the other ones. As you can see, the background of those pictures is not transparent. So actually, it doesn't look that good. But don't worry, we can change that. All you have to do is right-click on the photo and select Zoom Background. So everything that is not an element that you created on the slide will disappear. So now I will just adjust it a little bit to match the map in the background. And we can repeat those steps with other pictures. So right-click, Zoom Background, and place it in the right spot. There you go. There is another way of doing it. You can select the photo, go to the Format tab, and click Zoom Background over here. Additional great option that you can set up is that every time after clicking on those Zoom links, you can get back to the main view, like in our preview video. If you want to keep this option, make sure that this box, Return to Zoom, is selected. And because I want this option, I will click on each of the picture and check this box. Just place it here. Perfect. Let's test it out in a slideshow. Click on the map and the zoom in will work, and then we can see our icons. Click again to zoom out, and you can see you can click on any of those links to have the zoom in option, and you can do it at any order as many times as you want.
Hey everybody, I'm here today to show you how to make a line graph in Excel. It's actually a really simple process, so let's get right to it. As you can see right here, this is the data that I will be using for a line graph. But you can take this method and these instructions that I'm going to show you and apply them to pretty much any data that you have and you want to put on a line graph. So here's how to do it. So I have the data right here. I'm just going to click off to the side somewhere over here, and I'm going to go to Insert. And then if you take a look right here in the Charts section, you're going to look for the option that says Line or Area Chart. You're going to click on that. And then at the top left corner right here, you can see it's just a basic line graph. So you're going to click that one right there. Now we have a blank box right over here. You're going to right click on that, and you're going to go to Select Data. So now we are ready to select the data to actually put in the line graph. So if you take a look right here on the left side, it says legend entries and it says series in brackets. You're going to click on add. Now for the series name, you're going to type in the title of this column right here, the column with all of the values that you need for the line graph, okay? So you're going to type in, let's say profit. Let's put a capital there, profit. And then in brackets, I'm going to put in millions, just like I have over there. Now for the series values, you're going to click on that. You're going to erase that right there so it's blank. And then you're going to click and drag on all of the values that you want to put on the line graph. So I'm going to start here at B2 and I'm going to go all the way down to B12. Those are the values that I want to include and I'm going to release just like that. As you can see, the line graph has already started to form. I'm now going to click OK, and half of it is basically done. All that we have to do is edit the horizontal category axis labels right here. Very, very simple. I'm going to click Edit, and as you can see, we are now going to select the range for the labels, and what I'm going to do is with this first column right here, with the A column, I'm going to click on A2, and I'm going to drag all the way down to A12, just like that. I'm going to release, and now as you can see, I have all of these labels right here. I'm going to click on OK. Now that the line graph has been finished, I'm going to click OK just like that. And as you can see, I have created a line graph in Excel. It's actually a really simple process, and I've shown you exactly how to do it in this video. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.
Creating a form can save you a lot of time in the long run because it makes it easier to input the data into one or more tables. And in this video, we're just going to go over the basics of creating a form from a table, adding additional fields, and inserting a drop-down menu into the form. In the navigation pane, you'll need to select the table that you want to use, and you don't need to open it, just make sure that the name is highlighted. I'm using the Customers table. Then in the Create tab, you can click the Form command, and it will create a new form that contains all of the fields from your table. And before you do anything else, you should save this form. I'll call it Customers Form. Sometimes your form will include a subform. Access will create one of these if your table is linked to another table. For example, here our Customers table is linked to the Orders table, so the subform will include a list of any orders that the customer has placed. In many cases, this may be useful, but if you don't need the subform, you can delete it by just clicking on it and pressing the Delete key. Now, if we later decided to add a field to the customer's table, it would not appear automatically in this form, so we would need to add it manually. To do this, you can select Add Existing Fields from the Design tab, and this will open up the field list, which shows all of the fields from this table. You can just double-click a field to add it to the form, or if you want to add a field from a different table, click Show All Tables, and then locate the table and field that you want. But for now, we have all of the fields that we need, so I'm just going to close this pane. With some fields, you may want to add a drop-down menu, which Access calls a combo box. This can make the form easier to use because the user can just click on the value that they want. I'm going to create a combo box for the Add to Mailing List field. In the Design tab, find the Controls group and select the Combo Box command. Then you can just click on the form where you want it to go. The Combo Box wizard will open up, and if you have a long list of values, then you can click the first option to pull the values from a table or a query. But I'm going to select the second option so that I can type the exact values that I want. Here you can type in each value, and in most cases you'll just use the first column. I'm typing 3 different values, and I'm pressing the Tab key after each one to go to the next row. And if you need to, you can adjust the width of the column, and then click Next. Now this next step is very important. When the user chooses a value from the combo box, we want the value to be stored in the customer's table. We'll need to select the second option and pick the field that we want. In this case, our combo box is going to be asking about the mailing list, So I'll choose the Add to Mailing List field. And then in the last step, you can type a label. I'm going to call it Add to Mailing List. And click Finish. The combo box will appear here, and we don't need the original field anymore, so we can delete it. To test the combo box, we can switch to Form View, and you can see that our 3 options appear here. So now we have a working form, and in the next couple of videos, we're going to make some more adjustments to it to make it better suit our needs.